I was dancing my ass off to all of the songs, and I was dancing so hard my braids were like hitting people in the face, so there was like a circle of like nobody around me because nobody wanted to be hit by me because I was losing my mind so much. My name is Olivia Rodrigo. I was born in Temecula, California. I live in LA. My favorite place I've ever traveled to is Budapest, Hungary. I stayed there for like a month or two, and it was magical, and I really, really want to go back. My favorite color is like purple or green, but like purple. My hidden talent is that I can cross one eye and leave the other straight. I don't know if it's so much of a talent, but can you see it? I think I'm doing it. Yeah, that's my hidden talent. My favorite thing to cook is cassio e pepe, which is this like cheesy, peppery pasta. And it's, when I cook it, it's very al dente, and it is not only my favorite thing to cook, but I think the only thing I know how to cook. My favorite fast food is Taco Bell. I get a crunch wrap with refried beans instead of meat, no cheese and no sour cream, and a Baja Blast freeze. So good. What am I most excited for when I turn 18? I'm very excited to vote when I turn 18. I'm gonna move out when I turn 18, which is scary, but really exciting. And yeah, I guess what else can you do? You can buy a lottery ticket or something. Yeah, it'll be fun. Phone call. I FaceTime everybody because I'm really annoying. Pancakes, blueberry pancakes specifically. Both? I don't know, I guess play hard. I think TikTok. I learned so many new things from TikTok, and like I follow a bunch of therapists on TikTok, and sometimes it's like really enlightening being on TikTok. The best concert I've ever been to was Jack White at the Mayan, and the Mayan is this like sort of small venue in downtown LA. And my mom, I think she got tickets for me like via the radio or something, or like you had to like sign up for his newsletter or something. It was like a really like exclusive show, and I was so excited that she got the tickets. And coincidentally, the under 21 section in the Mayan is like in the front. And so we got there really early, and I was like 3 people away from me and Jack White, and I'm the biggest Jack White fan ever. And so I was dancing my ass off to all of the songs, and I was dancing so hard my braids were like hitting people in the face, so there was like a circle of like nobody around me because nobody wanted to be hit by me because I was losing my mind so much. And because of that, Jack White like looked down from the stage and smiled at me for a good like 3 seconds, and I have no proof that he actually did that, but just believe me, it was the most important moment of my life. My favorite album is, oh, that's such a hard question. As of right now, I think it's Folklore by Taylor Swift. That album completely changed the way I think about songwriting and music. And yeah, I would just die for you, Miss Taylor Swift. Love you. My quarantine hobby that I picked up was knitting. I love to knit. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world to do. I even like knit in the studio sometimes if I'm having like a producer session. The producer's like producing a song on their computer, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like knitting and listening. So yeah, it was probably one of the more important things that I did in quarantine. Who would I love to work with someday? Oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. I really want to work with Joel Little. He's this producer. I want to work with Jack Antonoff. I'd love to write a song with Taylor. I really want to work with Julia Michaels. Yeah, so many people. The funniest person I know is my best friend Madison. She has me howling all the time. Like, we're actually really obnoxious if we ever go out to dinner, especially if it's in a fancy place, because we're just like screaming of laughter everywhere we go, and people are just like, what are they on about? But she just makes me laugh so hard. My least favorite thing to eat, I guess, is like vegetables. Who do I look up to the most? My mom. My favorite thing to eat is chocolate cake, like a good like birthday chocolate cake, specifically the chocolate cake from like a box that you get at the store, so good, or chewy candy. The name of my first pet, I've never had a dog or a cat in my life, but when I was like 4 years old, I had a pet snake named Stripes, and everyone is always very terrified when I tell them this fact. But Stripes was really cute, and we actually took Stripes to my preschool, and all of the kids like stood with their hands like this, and Stripes like like was like in their hands, and it was a hit at the preschool actually. So yeah, R.I.P. Stripes though, you're very missed. Oh, my favorite karaoke song. Okay, anything, like any of the club hits from like 2010s on, like any Kesha, like TikTok by Kesha is such a good karaoke song. Also, What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. If you ever have the aux, play What Makes You Beautiful and all of your friends will love you because it's a fantastic song. The best advice I've ever received, I don't know. I guess right now what I'm thinking about most is something my mom tells me all the time. It's those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter. I am binge watching Schitt's Creek right now. It's so good. Such a like a lighthearted, fun thing. It just makes me very happy. If I had a superpower, I would be able to like walk through a library and run my finger along all the spines of the books in the library and then retain all of the information that is in the books. I've been thinking about this forever. Either that or I would love to be able to record my dreams on like a VHS tape and then play them back later. I feel like that'd be sick. If I wasn't singing and acting, I don't know, I would hope that I would still be doing something creative. Maybe something with like beauty or fashion. Like I love makeup and stuff like that, so maybe it'd be something in that. My favorite book, I really love Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert and Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Those are my Bibles. I also just read Perks of Being a Wallflower for the first time, and I'm really, really obsessed with that book. I've yet to watch the movie, but the book is fantastic. Who's the person I'd most like to meet? I would really, really die to meet Taylor Swift. I think I would simply evaporate. I am obsessed with her and she totally raised me. The last movie that made me cry, I watched How to Be Single recently, and I don't know why. I just like, it's so empowering. I just cried. I love Dakota Johnson too. What am I looking forward to most in 2021? I am most looking forward to a COVID vaccine, hopefully, fingers crossed, and graduating high school. My biggest musical inspirations are Taylor Swift, Lorde, totally grew up on Lorde. I'm really obsessed with Halsey, I'm really obsessed with Gracie Abrams, and I love like Jack White too. I'm obsessed with Jack White.